Hello and welcome back to the Angelic Portal Guided Meditation series. This is guided meditation number 14. We'll start in 15 to 20 seconds. In the meantime, I'd ask you to get comfortable in a seat with your feet firmly planted on the ground or seated in the lotus position if that is your preference. Lying on your bed is another option. Whichever position you choose is fine. This will take around 30 minutes, so get yourself comfortable, and I'm going to count from 1 to 10. When I get to 10, we'll officially start. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Close your eyes for me. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're going to start by relaxing the body. So place your attention on your left leg. I'll get you just to relax the toes and the foot. Relax from your ankle up to your knee, focusing on your hamstring and thigh. That's it. Relax those also. Let go of all the tension. Feel the tingling sensations in the left toes. That's fantastic. Allow your leg to be nice and relaxed. We'll do the same with the right leg. Place your attention on the toes and your foot, relaxing from your ankle all the way to your knee and continuing up your leg. Relaxing your thigh as well as your hamstring in the process. Let that leg completely relax. That's the way. Both legs are nice and comfortable. So let's draw the attention to the buttocks and the groin area. I'd like you to relax those areas for me. No tension, just nice and calm. Perfect. Drawing your attention to the stomach muscles. Let all of the tension go from the stomach. Nice and relaxed. That's the way. Bring your attention to the chest and to the shoulders. We're going to relax the body in those locations. So to do that, relax the abdomen, chest, and shoulders. Allow them to completely release. Sometimes we carry the weight of the world on our shoulders. At this point, we want to relax the shoulders. You do not need to do that. So it almost feels as if someone's gently placing their hands on your shoulders. Just let them relax. Same thing with your back, all the muscle groups starting from the base of the spine and moving all the way up. Feel the body sinking into the ground. Let all the tension dissolve. Next, relax your arms for me. We'll focus your attention on your left hand first and go ahead and relax your fingers. Relax your hand all the way up to your arm and to your shoulder. You may feel tingling in your left fingers as you do so. That's perfectly okay. Bring your attention to your right hand and let's do the same. Relaxing your fingers and then relax your hand all the way up your right arm to your shoulders. That's it. Letting go of all the tension. So let's focus on the face. Let your jaw release. Feel your eyes soften and release any tension between the eyes and your forehead. Let all of the tension go. I want to deepen your state of relaxation. So to do that, I'm going to count from 1 to 10, and with every number we'll go deeper and deeper into a state of relaxation. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, deeper and deeper. 5, 6, 7, that's the way. 8, 9, and 10. Great job. In front of you, I want you to see the winding pathway that you are very familiar with. And it is going through amongst some trees. You can see birds flying around. You are heading towards the angelic portal homeworld, and there is a white portal up ahead. So going through the trees on this pathway. Just try and see in as much detail as you can everything around you. As you get closer to the portal, you'll see that there is an angelic guide waiting for you. So as you get closer, go ahead and say hello, and you'll experience the unconditional love that the angel has for you. You can feel that now. Fantastic. So we're going to go ahead and follow the angelic guides into the portal, noticing the gold and silver. It's quite potent as you walk through, and just see that in as much detail as you can. And you'll walk out onto the grass, doing that as we speak. And in front of the grass, you'll see the lake. That's brilliant. So behind the lake, I want you to notice the scenery. There is the mountain range, of course. On the left-hand side of the lake, you can see the two ambassadors' homes with the two ambassadors close by. Maybe give them a little wave. To the right-hand side of the lake, you'll see your home. A little further down from that, I want you to see the White Room portal. So take a moment to see everything in as much details or as detail as you can. Let's see the 7 angels around the perimeter also. Maybe let's go ahead and acknowledge them as well, sending them love. As you know, they are here at all times and are permanent. So let's walk over towards the water and see what we can see today, just to warm up the visual component. So take a moment to do this. Have a look around. You can see some crystals. They are beautiful, absolutely stunning. Try and focus and see them with as much clarity, just sort of under the water and just poking above the water. That's it. Okay, well, let's walk in the direction of your home. To do that, as always, I will ask you to follow the angelic guide. So as you're walking, take in the beautiful scenery. The trees are magnificent today. They are getting bigger and bigger, and they are in full bloom. So that is absolutely stunning. Your home is getting closer, and as you approach it, I want you to take up a position directly in front of it. So just standing in front, notice the home, see it in as much detail as you can. And whilst you do that, I can tell you that the ambassadors are on the other side of the lake, watching you intently. They know what you're going to see today already. Exciting stuff. In the meantime, let's have a look at that home. Maybe take the opportunity to touch it, feel the materials that have been used in the construction. Is it hot? Is it cold? Just warm up the senses. Great. Okay, so if you can turn around and face the lake. As you do that, you'll notice the White Room portal is just a little further around the lake, and that's where we want to go today. So if I can ask you to follow the angelic guide to that location, that would be great. As it gets closer, see the portal take shape. It's a magnificent white colour, and there are traces of gold and silver within it. That's it, keep walking, and arriving in front of it now, just stand in front of it, and again see that portal in as much detail as you can. So I'm going to ask you to follow the angelic guide inside. So if you do that, you'll notice the gold and silver With every visit, it's getting as strong in gold and silver as the first portal. So that's certainly quite interesting. You'll see the seat ahead of you. If you want to go and have a sit down on that for me, that would be brilliant. The angel guide will momentarily disappear, and there it is. The guide has disappeared, and we'll make the portal itself invisible. So that's happened also. So what that means is the color white is visible in all directions, including above and below you. You're in human form, and if you look down, you can see your legs. So what I'm going to get you to do at this moment is flicker and become an orb. Notice the orb color that you are today, if that is at all possible. Whilst you pay attention to that, let me outline the first topic of discussion for today. The topic is that of separation. So all of your consciousness is within the orb. The white room is external to the orb. The white room is also where the projection comes into existence for you to observe. At this point, let me explain that. So you are the orb, and that orb is a fractal of the Supreme Creator. Yes, you are a part of the Supreme Creator. That is a crucial point to understand. The imagery that you see that is projected for you to interact with is also part of the Supreme Creator, just not the part that is you. So the point being made here is you are a fractal of the Supreme Creator, a part of it, not the entire part. And at some point in time, all the fractals of the Supreme Creator that are veiled from knowing their true nature will merge back with the Supreme Creator, and that is significantly larger and not veiled, the Supreme Creator. Something to anticipate eventually. In doing so, all of the experiences that the orbs have had in their various human forms or extraterrestrial lives, even angel forms for that matter, will all be incorporated back into the original Supreme Creator, the One Consciousness. Now, the One, of course, is the original consciousness. It is the consciousness that has created all of the universes and dimensions that we interact with, as well as all of the life forms that it is consciously looks out of. So that's exciting to know. Okay, let's get into an exercise. Remaining as an orb, I want you to see a beach scene take place in front of you, with both sand and water being the dominant scenery. No one else is on the beach. If you can see that, and as always it is out of touch, you're still in the white room looking at it as a projection, as if it was separate for you. In a moment I'm going to ask you to shimmer for me. Okay, so when you do that, remind yourself that you are an orb. Just observe that. Shimmer. And I want you to be hovering over some sand right in front of the ocean. That's it. Even though you are an orb, notice that you can see in all directions. So to prove that, look up and down the beach in both directions, please. You can actually also fly a little bit higher. So if you want to do that, let your orb get a little bit of height and notice the ocean for me from that height. You'll see some small waves, and you can see further down the beach. Great. If you want to go back down towards the sand for me, just descend back. I'm going to ask you to flicker in a moment and take human form and then stand on the sand. Flicker. So facing the water, take in the scenery in human form. This time I'll ask you to turn around and notice the trees behind you. Great work. And turning back towards the ocean. If you look closely, you'll be able to see some dolphins jumping above the waves. What great fun they seem to be having. Oh, there was another one. Fantastic. Now, if you look down the beach to your left, you'll see a large rock. And that rock appears to be about a mile away. It is on the sand. It's about the size of a small car. I want you to flicker for me back into being an orb. And at high speed, simply go to that rock and just hover above it. Great work once again. In a moment, I'm going to ask you to flicker back into human form and then go ahead and sit on the rock. Flicker. Thank you. Take in the scenery in as much detail as you can while sitting on the rock. Distance is really something that exists only in manifested realities. For example, if you had two locations a mile apart, you simply could sit in a white room and see the first location. You could either interact with it, alternatively, you could then see location number 2 and interact with that. Distance would not be something that is anywhere near as important as it is in the third dimensional world. There is no need to physically travel between 2 points. So using the white room, that allows for distances to be covered almost instantly. In fact, using the examples that have been explained to you by the angelic portal angels, you could simply flicker into orb form and instantaneously transport yourself between 2 locations. Even though by doing this, you could avoid perceiving the white room, a quick unobserved visit there would still take place in the process to facilitate that action. So going to point A, from point A to point B, will always happen via a white room, whether you're aware of it or not. It can be so quick. Now, the Supreme Creator is very much present in the white room, and it is that consciousness, which is the larger part of you, that simply moves you from point A to point B. So what I want you to do is go ahead and jump off the rock onto the sand. That's it. And start walking in the direction that you originally came from, about 1 mile away. Feel the sand under the feet as you do so. Keep walking for a little bit and turn around and see that the rock is not terribly far away. You've only been walking for a few seconds. So it's your expectation that the rock is only a few yards away that makes it so. In other words, how sure you are about the reality you live in governs the rules by which you live. So when you're in a third dimensional life, regardless of what you want to happen, it is your vibration of what you deep down believe that governs the world that you see in front of you. Time is a concept that exists that is not real. It seems to be real in the third dimension, in part because you have to walk everywhere and there is no instant manifestation. If you believe you are the physical body and not the consciousness looking out of the body, then you have a third dimensional reality limitation that will control what is possible for you. So it's a great idea to determine if you want to access higher consciousness when you are finished this guided meditation. The need to hold on to your physical body as being the one and only part of you has severe limitations on your ability to experience fifth dimensional reality, because in the act of thinking you are the human body, you're holding on to a third dimensional consciousness. You cannot bring third dimensional consciousness to the fifth dimension. They are two very different things. You can only vibrate at one or the other. Okay, I'm going to ask you to flicker for me and return to being an orb. Thank you very much. And at high speed, please fly back up the beach 1 mile to the starting point where this exercise began. Thank you for doing that great work. And flicker back for me. And if you look down the beach, you can see that the rock that you were just sitting on or standing on is now about 1 mile away. So for the moment, just observe that third dimensional reality operates at slower speed than higher consciousness. Higher consciousness allows you to go between 2 points pretty much instantaneously. I want you to try a new exercise for me now. This time I'm going to introduce a new experience for you, and what we're going to do is something called splitting. What this is will be explained to you as we do it. So for starters, lay down on the sand for me in human form. Thank you very much. Feel the sand in your fingers and on your feet. That's the way. Brilliant. Now when I say split, I want you to simply flicker into being an orb, but this time you'll be hovering above your physical body. All right, you'll be hovering above your physical body, and both will be visible, but your consciousness will be in the orb. Okay, so your consciousness will flicker, and you'll be in the orb, and you'll be looking down at your body. Fair enough? Let's do it. Split. You'll find yourself as an orb floating above your physical body. Great work. I'm going to ask you to split again. When you do this, you'll simply go back into your body and look out of the eyes, and once again feel the sand under your body. Okay, let's do it now. Split. Perfect. Great work. You're back in your body. So please stand up and go over to the water's edge. Splash some water on your face. Feel the cold water as you do so. And let's go ahead and do it one more time. So please lay on the sand again. As was the case before, you can feel the sand underneath. Here we go. Split. And just as before, you are the orb hovering above the physical body. So at this point, I want to be clear about something. When you are out of your body such as this, your body is under the protection of the ambassadors and the angels back in the angelic portal homeworld. That's why we're doing this exercise together. So now that you know you are safe, I want you at high speed to travel your orb back down the beach 1 mile back to that rock, leaving your body where it is. So do that for me now. Brilliant. And just hover above the rock. Great work. If you look back up the beach, you'll see your body is laying on the sand 1 mile away. And now at high speed, go straight back to it and hover once more above it. Great work. Okay, and split. Do it now. Great work. And you're back in the physical body. So please stand up, and once again you're looking at the ocean, and if you turn your head around you can see that the rock is about 1 mile away. You've done brilliantly. So let's go back to the white room. Shimmer. And you're now back in the white room in human form. Great work. I'm going to ask the angelic guide to reappear, and at the same time, the exit to the White Room has just shown itself. I'd now like you to follow the angelic guide through the portal out onto the grass of the angelic portal homeworld. So as you do that, just noticing the gold and the silver, and straight onto the grass. As you see it, you'll see the lake in front of you. Your home is to the left-hand side. The ambassadors on the other side of the lake. Excellent, excellent. A lot of work has been covered today. Your vibration is lifting all the time. So let's head in the direction of the angelic portal exit. And as we do that, if you could follow the angelic guide, please. There's been some very important building blocks introduced again today. These concepts will continue to be built upon with every guided meditation. Passing your home now, I'd like you to turn around and face the ambassadors, maybe give them a wave. Let's thank them for their participation today, and at the same time, let's extend our gratitude to the 7 angels who have been holding space for you today by keeping your energy safe. So thank you for that. As you get closer to the portal, start to see it in as much detail as you can. Noticing the lovely gold and silver colours that are emanating from it. And as you get close, I'll just get you to follow the angelic guide straight through. That's the way. And going through now, just observing the scenery. Just ahead of you is the winding pathway with the trees standing on that now. Great job. Let's take the opportunity to thank the angelic guide this time for all the help of directing us today and also contributing for the energy being safe. Thank you very much for doing that. We'll get you to bring your attention into the room that you're doing your guided meditation from. I'm going to count from 10 to 1 in a few seconds, and we'll waken you. If it is daytime, you'll be feeling nice and energized, ready for a lovely day ahead. If it is nighttime, if it is evening, you will be getting ready for a great night's sleep when that comes around. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, moving your feet and your hands. 7, 6, 5, 4, moving the body. 3, 2, and 1. Open your eyes. You've done terrific today. Excellent work. Okay, so maybe take 30, 40 seconds, whatever it is, just to get your bearings, and maybe a drink of water, something like that. Until the next time, thank you very much for your time. Bye-bye.